Hi everyone, it's Kuya Kimi. So for today, what we're going to do is we're going to deep dive sa most talk about plot twist ng Pinoy Big Brother. For the first time ever in this season, may chance na bumalik sa bahay yung mga previous housemates na evict na. And syempre ang ating tanong is, deserving ba? Scripted ba? Or may budget pa ba ang mga tao at ang mga fanay? Kaya in this video, we're going to break it down in 3-part scoring system, Kuya Kimi certified, base sa actual show performance and also sa mga sentiments ng mga tao, sa mga na-evict na housemates ni Kuya. And a bit of a disclaimer, hindi to fan war, hindi to chika lang. We're going to keep it objective as much as possible. So ang ating scoring metrics is, for each housemate, we're going to give them 100 points. And to start, we're going to look at first their performance inside the house. Hindi lang to palakasan na, but also how they actually handled the tasks, the dramas, and yung leadership. So 15 points in terms of task completion rate. Ilan sa mga tasks ni Kuya ang nag-excel sila and were they consistent all throughout their stay sa bahay ni Kuya? Conflict resolution, 10 points. Did they bring peace or cause chaos inside the house? Initiative and leadership, another 10 points. Were they proactive with the task or they just tagged along? And 5 points for viewers recall in the task. Naging memorable ba sila or kinalimutan na lang ba natin sila during their stay sa bahay ni Kuya? And that's a total of the first 40 points that we're going to award for each of the housemates. Second is we're going to look at their proven track record and growth. So that will be a total of 35 points. Anong naging kwento nila inside sa bahay ni Kuya? And was there depth or may nagkaroon ba ng character development pa itong mga housemates na to? So we're going to give out 10 points for character development. Nagbago ba sila? Were they vulnerable inside sa house ni Kuya? Another 10 points for relationships built. Minahal ba sila nung other housemates or did they avoid them? Public sympathy or narrative, 10 points. Did their exit actually feel unfair? And another 5 points for fan momentum at exit. Were they trending or were they forgotten after they left the house ni Kuya? And that's a total of 35 points for the second rubric natin, which is proven track record and growth. And lastly, we're going to look at their potential to being part of the Big Four with a total of 25 points. Kung pumasok ba sila sa bahay ni Kuya, will they have what it takes to be part of the top 4? Kasi kung hindi, ba't pa natin sila ipapasok? First up is public demand, a total of 10 points. Are fans voting for their housemate or are they just lurking? Big 4 X Factor, a total of 10 points. Do they actually stand out? Or wala? Nandun lang sila. And 5 points redemption potential. Like, deserve ba nila makapasok ulit sa bahay ni Kuya? And that brings us to a total of 100 points for each of the housemates. Sana tong mga different layers na to sa scoring rubrics natin would actually put like a more objective standpoint kung deserve ba nila talaga makapasok ulit sa bahay ni Kuya. Let's start with Ralph De Leon. Deserve ba ni Ralph na makapasok sa bahay ni Kuya? Starting off with performance, task completion rate, I'll give him 13 out of 15 points. Naging consistent si Ralph, both in terms of individual and group tasks. Like, give na natin yun sa kanya. Maging physical, mental, or emotional. Like, he was never dead weight sa mga group tasks to, and that's why he deserved ng 13 out of 15 points. In terms of conflict resolution, I'll give him 9 out of 10 points. Hindi siya nagkakos ng drama, but he handles yung mga tense moments very well. Initiative and leadership, 10 out of 10 si Ralph sa akin. He took initiative sa kusina, sa chores, and also during tasks. Like, literally, tinawag nga siyang Saing King, okay? May ambag pa rin naman siya sa bahay. And viewers recall, I'll give Ralph 4 out of 5 points. Hindi siya loud, pero hindi siya unforgettable. In terms of performance, Ralph, 36 out of 40 points ka sa akin. Proven track record and growth. We'll start with character development. 9 out of 10 points si Ralph for me. Parang nagsimula siya for me as a background housemate. Now, naging fan favorite siya. I feel like yung pagiging tahimik niya also became his strength. And that's why naging iconic siya from middle to the last part of his stay sa bahay ni Kuya. Relationships built, I'll give Ralph 10 out of 10 points. Hands down. Parang wala siya naging kaaway nung nasa loob siya ng bahay ni Kuya. Public sympathy, 10 out of 10 points. Parang clear naman, yung eviction niya felt unfair. Like, even yung nomination niya, di ba? Like, marami nagsasabi, nominado lang siya dahil sa kaduo niya. Tama, mali. And yung exit momentum niya, I'll give Ralph 4 out of 5 points. Because fans instantly rallied behind him. Naiboto si Ralph. Like, kaka-announce pa lang ng twist, but it was everywhere na kagad. Sobrang instant niya. And that would give Ralph 33 out of 35 points for proven track record and growth. And then lastly, for Big 4 potential, public demand, I'll give Ralph 10 out of 10 points. Siya talaga yung sinasabi ng mga tao na ipasok ulit. as soon as na-announce yung twist ng wildcard. Big 4 X Factor, I'll give Ralph 7 out of 10 points. He is relatable, loyal, and ang solid ng gameplay niya when he was inside the house of Kuya. And redemption arc niya, if ever man makapasok siya sa loob ng bahay, a total of 4 out of 5 points. Nadami sa duo, deserving makabawi. Tama, mali. Deserve ni Ralph makabalik sa bahay ni Kuya. Hindi siya na-evict kasi weak siya, nadamay lang talaga siya. And that gives Ralph a total of 90 to 100 points kung gaano ba ka-objective natin titignan kung deserve ba niya makabalik as a wildcard sa bahay ni Kuya. Next candidate, Ashley Ortega. Deserve ba ni Ashley na makapasok ulit sa bahay ni Kuya? Let's start in terms of performance. When it comes to task completion, I'll give Ashley 12 out of 15 points. Solid siya sa weekly challenges and especially when it comes to emotional intelligence-based tasks. Like sa kanya talaga nag-open up yung mga housemates. In terms of conflict resolution, I'll give Ashley 8 out of 10 points. She was transparent naman and open, but feeling ko na-overwhelmed lang talaga with the AC drama. Initiative, I'll give Ashley 8 out of 10 points. She was able to show leadership, but I feel like na-pull back lang talaga siya ng duo dynamic. And in terms of recall, for Ashley, I'll give her 4 out of 5 points. Highly visible and emotional moments, especially dun sa mga crying scenes and doon sa mga confessions niya with the other housemates. So that gives Ashley for performance 32 out of 40 points. For track record and growth development, I'll give Ashley 9 out of 10 points. Na-showcase niya yung emotional growth niya, especially when it came to the scene about admitting about her insecurities. Like, sobrang iconic nun. When it comes to relationships, I'll give Ashley 10 out of 10 points. She is loved by Ralph, AZ, and also with the other housemates, as well as yung mga viewers. Like, a lot of people relate to her struggles a lot. Sympathy, I'll give Ashley 10 out of 10 points. Like, her exit was just premature. And exit buzz, I'll give Ashley 4 out of 5 points. Trending agad nung umalis siya sa bahay ni Kuya. A lot of people were saying na sobrang unfair ng eviction niya. And ako personally, unfair talaga. And that gives Ashley for track record and growth a total of 33 to 35 points. For Big 4 potential, demand 10 out of 10 points. Marami sa mga tao gusto talaga ibalik si Ashley sa bahay ni Kuya. X Factor, I'll give Ashley 8 out of 10 points. Strong emotional pull and my queen energy ako na-feel kay Ashley. And in terms of redemption, 5 out of 5 points. Feeling ko hindi pa kasi kompleto yung kwento ni Ashley sa loob ng bahay ni Kuya. And people are just invested with her. And that gives Ashley 88 out of 100 points kung deserve ba ni Ashley talaga makapasok as a wildcard sa bahay ni Kuya ulit. Deserve ba ni Josh Ford na makapasok sa bahay ni Kuya as a wildcard? Let's start in terms of performance. When it comes to tasks, I'll give Josh 13 out of 15 points. Ang dami niya napanalunan, high success rate niya talaga. Conflict handling, I'll give him 8 out of 10 points. Grounded, hindi pasabog but emotionally mature. Initiative, I'll give Josh 6 out of 10 points. Mas reactive siya more than proactive. And recall, 5 out of 5 points. Memorable siya sa fans, especially with his emotional goodbye. And that gives Josh for the total of 32 out of 40 points when it comes to performance. Next, in terms of track record and growth. In terms of growth, I'll give Josh 7 out of 10 points. May hints of depth, pero ewan ko, kulangan lang talaga ako sa kwento niya sa bahay ni Kuya. When it comes to relationships, 7 out of 10 points si Josh sa akin. He was close to Kira and also some of the boys, but it was very low-key. Sympathy, 8 out of 10 points. Maraming mga opportunities nagpakita ng vulnerability si Josh. And a lot of people related to that. And for exit buzz, I'll give Josh 4 out of 5 points. A lot of the fans cried na ang lakas ng dark horse energy niya talaga sa lahat mga housemates at Evict. That gives Josh a total of 26 out of 35 points for track record and growth. Now moving on to the Big 4 potential. Starting with demand, I'll give Josh 9 out of 10 points. Marami nagsasabi, marami nagka-clamor, marami nagka-comment to bring back Josh sa bahay ni Kuya. X Factor, 10 out of 10 points. Silent pero strong ng energy talaga ni Josh for me. And in terms of redemption, I'll give Josh 5 out of 5 points. Hands down, viewers want him to shine more. For me, wildcard si Josh not out of awa, but because he deserves it. And that gives Josh Ford a total of 82 out of 100 points kung deserve niya ba talaga makabalik sa bahay ni Kuya as a wildcard. Next, we're moving on to Kira. Deserve ba ni Kira na makapasok sa bahay ulit as a wildcard? For Kira, in terms of tasks, I'll give her a total of 10 out of 15 points. Her presence was there. It wasn't bad, but it just wasn't a standout. gets. Conflict handling, I'll give Kira 7 out of 10 points. She was calm and kailangan yun sa bahay ni Kuya, but there are times na ang passive niya. Initiative, I'll give Kira 5 out of 10 points. A lot of the fans minamention na she was always in Josh's shadow. But in terms of recall, I'll give Kira a total of 5 out of 5 points. Kish is memorable and well-loved. That gives Kira, in terms of performance, 27 out of 40 points. Now we're moving on to track record and growth. Starting with growth, I'll give Kira 7 out of 10 points. Nung nasabay siya ni Kuya that there is a level of development naman, but it was not a main narrative driver. In terms of relationships, I'll give Kira 8 out of 10 points. Malakas yung bond niya with Josh and also with the other housemates. It's giving soft support energy. For sympathy, I'll give Kira 6 out of 10 points. Hindi siya as loud as the other housemates na also up for wildcard. But in terms of exit buzz, I'll give Kira 5 out of 5 points. Kish fans are relentless. And that gives Kira a total of 26 out of 35 points for track record and growth. And now, we're moving on to Big 4 potential. Starting with yung demand, I'll give Kira 10 out of 10 points. Maraming sa mga fans here, of course, are pushing her to be part of the wild card alongside Josh. In terms of X Factor, I'll give Kira a total of 10 out of 10 points. Like, malakas yung appeal ng ate mo na maging isang romantic lead talaga. And Redemption Arc, I'll give Kira a total of 5 out of 5 points. Yung kwento niya specifically with Josh just feels unfinished. So for me, pasok na si Josh and Kira para kiligin na naman ulit tayo sa bahay ni Kuya. Tama, mali? So for Kira, that gives her a total of 78 out of 100 points. Kung deserve ba niya talaga makapasok sa bahay ni Kuya as a wild card. Next up, we have Charlie. Deserve ba ni Charlie na makapasok ulit sa bahay ni Kuya as a wild card? So in terms of tasks, I'll give Charlie 10 out of 15 points. Like, ang lakas ng effort niya, but I feel like there was lower impact versus the other housemates. When it comes to conflict handling, I'll give Charlie 6 out of 10 points. Kapag may nangyari sa bahay ni Kuya, mas nasa quieter side siya, mas neutral siya in terms of fights and arguments. In terms of initiative, I'll give Charlie 5 out of 10 points, mainly because siya yung maknae or yung bunso na tahimik. And mostly siya yung nag-react to certain scenarios sa bahay ni Kuya. But, in terms of recall, I'll give Charlie 5 out of 5. Like, her youth and innocence, like, stands out by a mile. Lalo na kapag kinumpare natin yun with the other housemates. Both sa mga housemates na nasa loob pa ng bahay ni Kuya and also for those na na-evict na. And that gives Charlie a total of 26 out of 40 points for performance. Now, moving on to track record and growth. Now, for Charlie growth, I'll give her 6 out of 10 points. Like, she's learning. Pero kung i-compare natin siya with the other housemates, like, hindi siya ganun ka-central. Like, yung narrative niya na yun. Relationships, I'll give Charlie 7 out of 10 points. She is well-liked and very non-confrontational talagang ate mo. Sympathy for Charlie, probably mga nasa 4 out of 10 points. Mainly because hindi siya as controversial yung exit niya versus, let's say, yung mga other housemates na na-evict na. And for buzz for Charlie, I'll give her 5 out of 5 points. A lot of comments and posts online mentions her sweet image. And lastly, we're moving on to Big 4 potential. So for demand, I'll give her 8 out of 10 points. Like, she was present, but she was not dominant. X Factor, bibigyan ko si Charlie ng 8 out of 10 points. Sobrang adorable talaga ng energy niya. Can I just say? But feeling ko kailangan ng storyline na mas nakikita natin versus the other housemates over her. Redemption, I'll give her 4 out of 5 points. Like, there's a lot of underdog value kay Charlie. And that gives Charlie a total of 73 out of 100 points. Kung deserve ba niya makapasok ulit sa bahay ni Kuya as a wildcard. And lastly, we're moving on to AC Bonifacio. Deserve ba ni AC na makapasok ulit sa bahay ni Kuya as a wildcard? Starting off in terms of tasks, I'll give AC 13 out of 15 points. Like, she slayed all of the dance-related challenges hands down. In terms of conflict handling, I'll give AC 5 out of 10 points. And alam naman natin na yun. Hindi ko na siya sabihin, but you guys know na yun nga yung mga issues niya inside the house of Kuya. So I feel like it's fair yung 5 out of 10. Initiative, I'll give AC 3 out of 10 points. Mostly, I would say mas passive siya when it comes to group tasks. And when it comes to recall, I'll give AC 4 out of 5 points. Remembered, but mostly more of a celeb rather than a housemate. For track record and growth, starting with growth, I'll give AC 4 out of 10 points. Feeling ko na nasa loob siya ng bahay ni Kuya, it was very limited. And from a viewer's perspective, wala tayong nakita masyadong change. For relationships, I'll give AC 6 out of 10 points. mostly associated with Ashley. For sympathy, probably nasa 5 out of 10 points si AC sa akin. Like, early exit siya, but it was not heartbreaking in comparison to the other housemates during their elimination. But in terms of buzz, 5 out of 5 si AC sa akin because sobrang strong ng fanbase niya. And ewan ko, like, yung presence lang niya talaga sa bahay, grabe. Napag-usapan talaga. And moving on to Big 4 potential for AC Bonifacio, starting with the man, I'll give her 8 out of 10 points. Feeling ko if makapasok siya as a wildcard, magagamit niya yung time na yun to build that redemption arc or storyline for her. X Factor, I'll give her 9 out of 10 points because hello, stage presence, check. Performance, check. And lastly, when it comes to redemption, I'll give AC 4 out of 5 points. Feeling ko if ever man mabigyan siya ng opportunity to become a wildcard, people want her to prove herself more and probably improve her relationships with yung mga housemates na nasa loob ng bahay ni Kuya. But other than that, I feel like a lot of people would say na maybe we can just give the wildcard slot to someone else because ayun nga, AC Bonifacio, like, you're already a living legend, girl. And that gives AC Bonifacio a total of 70 out of 100 points. Kung deserve ba niya makapasok ulit sa bahay ni Kuya as a wildcard. And that is it. The votes are in. The final ranking based on doon sa objective nating scoring metrics is. And in 6th place, we have AC with 70 points. Charlie at 73 points. Kira for 78 points. Josh at 82 points at 3rd place. Ashley at 88 points for 2nd place. And our 1st place would be our Saing King himself, Ralph, with 90 points. So in closing, I feel like si Ralph talaga yung stand out to be the wild card. Besides sa Saing King status niya, malakas rin kasi yung gameplay niya and yung fan support. And ipasok ko pa yung storyline ni Ralph na nakapasok siya sa bahay ni Kuya. Ashley follows closely kay Ralph mainly because, ayun nga, ang napaka-unfinished ng storyline ni Ashley. A lot of people would want to have her back sa bahay ni Kuya. And she has a lot of support from her fanbase. Josh at 3rd again because, ewan ko, siya yung quiet fighter. Kira for me would be yung kilig wildcard if makapasok rin si Josh. Charlie is yung bunsong underdog. And si AC, well... And AC would be the perfect wildcard for a redemption storyline if kung makapasok siya sa bahay ulit ni Kuya. I think that's it. Siguro sa akin lang sa bahay ni Kuya, minsan hindi naman sapat ang performance lang eh. Kailangan din ng narrative, charisma, and kaunting chismis. So if you like this video, like, comment, and subscribe down below. Ano, nag-agree ba kayo sa scoring na to? Or sino sa tingin nyo ang mas deserving na makapasok ulit sa bahay ni Kuya as the wildcard? I'll see you in the next one. Bye!